What is up, YouTube? It's your boy J Dimes, and we are finally back. And I mean finally back with another New York Giants video. Back at it with another New York Giants banger. And before we get into this one, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and leave a like on the vid and hit that subscribe button if you ain't subscribed to the channel, man. We are back at it with the New York Giants videos, back at it with the New York Giants content. And if you're excited for that, man, go ahead and leave some comments down below in the comment section and let me know how you feel. We're finally back, man. It's been about a year since I have been up here and I have graced y'all's screens with my beautiful voice. And a lot has happened. The Eagles went on to win the Super Bowl. Jaden Daniels went on to be the Offensive Rookie of the Year for the Commanders. And the New York Giants are here with a new identity. A new identity, and that is without a doubt the defense. Over the offseason, the New York Giants went on and drafted Abdul Carter with the 3rd overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft and just added to this already talented defensive line. Prior to drafting Abdul Carter, the New York Giants already had Dexter Lawrence manning the interior of this defensive line. Arguably one of the best defensive players in the league. In my opinion, is the best defensive tackle in the NFL controlling the interior. Brian Burns, a guy that I want to say is a top 15, borderline top 10 edge rusher in the NFL. A guy that literally kept the New York Giants in that game versus the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday Night Football. Kayvon Thibodeau as the edge rusher 2, though has probably been disappointing to some Giants fans, literally showed last year that he can use pass rush moves. He doesn't just run past bad offensive linemen to get sacks, which is why he mostly had that double-digit sack season during his sophomore year. Chauncey Golston from the Dallas Cowboys, a guy that can play on the inside and as an edge rusher, brings versatility and depth to this edge room, which the Giants have been lacking over the past couple of seasons. And then you add Abdul Carter, a little Micah Parsons disciple. Yes, the number, the Stick City, the Penn State, all of that. But no, he plays like Micah Parsons. We're looking at how fast he is, how he bends the edge. That is Micah Parsons-esque. And that right there, you're adding that to this defense, it's going to be a game changer for the New York Giants. And not only is Abdul Carter a guy that can game wreck as an edge rusher, obviously, but he mostly played linebacker prior to his last year at Penn State. His last year at Penn State was his first year as an edge rusher, and that is what he did. His first year as an edge rusher, and he was a top 3 draft pick. Insane. So he has so much more room to grow, you know what I mean? And you're adding him to this defense where he's not going to be predicated as the guy that's going to get the double teams. He's not going to be predicated as the guy that all of the, offensive line coaches are going to look at, hey, we got to double him. No, because he's playing good next to Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, and Kayvon Thibodeau. So the Giants are going to be able to use Abdul Carter in multiple ways because that's how versatile he is. He started off as a linebacker at Penn State. So the Giants can still use him as a linebacker and let Kayvon, Brian Burns, and Dexter Lawrence rush the quarterback. You can use him as a spy versus the Commanders with Jaden Daniels as how lethal he is as a runner. So it's so many things the New York Giants can do with this defense that they have built over the offseason. And not only did they add Abdul Carter, they also added Darius Alexander out of Toledo, who in my opinion, that was a steal right there in the 3rd round. I thought he was going to go in the 2nd round. We got him in the 3rd round. I think, pick 70. And based off age, really is kind of why he fell. If he was a little bit younger, he probably would have been a 2nd round back into the 1st pick. Back in the 1st round pick. Then you got guys that they added during free agency. Javon Holland from the Miami Dolphins, who I think can be a top 10 safety in the league. Paulson Adebo, before he got hurt last year, was a pretty solid cornerback 1. And you got Deonte Banks, who we want to see him take that step. This is the year we had to take that step. And if he's able to take that step, you got Paulson Adebo as your CB1, Deonte Banks as your CB2, Drew Phillips, my dog, as your slot corner. This is exciting. This makes me actually want to watch Giants games because I have something to look forward to. And that's the defense. That is the defense. On paper, this is the best Giants defense since I don't know when. I don't know when. I've been watching the Giants for a minute, for about, a decade, and I don't remember the last time, 2016? On paper, I think this defense is better than the 2016 defense. That might be a hot take, I don't know. But looking at what the New York Giants did over the offseason, they found their identity. And yes, the New York Giants don't have that franchise quarterback. Russell Wilson, is going to be the starter. You got Jackson Dart, you got Jameis Winston, but none of those guys right now are franchise quarterbacks based on what we see on the field. Russell Wilson obviously is not. Jameis Winston obviously isn't. Jackson Dart might not even play this year. So when you don't have that quarterback that could be a game changer like all these other teams have, you got to have something else that we can say, hey, we can still win games even though we don't have an elite quarterback. And the New York Giants on paper have that, and that is a good-ass defense, a great-ass defensive line with the guys that they have assembled. Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau, Chauncey Golston. That right there is scary for opposing offenses. The New York Giants are going to get after it. The New York Giants have found their identity. Last year, they were top 10 in sacks. And then you just say, hey, let's go grab the best defensive player in the class in Abdul Carter. It's crazy. It's very exciting. Again, I don't know how many times I can say that word. Exciting to see the New York Giants finally have an identity, finally having a strong point of their team. And as of right now, it looks like that strong point, that identity, is getting after the quarterback and playing some stifling ass defense. But that is it for today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know how you feel down below in the comment section about this defense that the Giants have assembled over the offseason. And until next time, it's been your boy Jay Dimes. We are finally back with New York Giants videos, finally back at it with the New York Giants content. And if you enjoy New York Giants content and you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and do that for me. But until next time, it's me, boy Jay Dimes, and we are out. Hey.